Well, I believe that's now everything up here. So now let's run away from this place and never see or hear about it again. And completely ignore the fact that there is this cave down below that we were saying that we wanted to go back into at some later occasion that we didn't want to forget. Yeah, no, let's forget about it. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Okay. What's the deal with this? Because there was, of course, the question mark above ground for this, which was technically guarded treasure. There's this question mark a fair bit further south. I mean, that'd be a pretty large cave, fairly large cave system if it went all the way down here. But I suppose that's not out of the question. It just seemed like, at least my first impression was, like I said, that the place up above ground was going to be the primary location. Amber is pretty valuable. It's also something we can... Oh. Huh? Is that it? Okay, apparently that is it. I guess that's all. It's just a little bit of valuable gems. Not a full-fledged cave system. In which case, that would mean that if we are looking for that other question mark, it is above ground somewhere over here. So let's mark it. Adjusting lids, indeed. Okay. Nothing there yet. He's straight ahead, though. Just keeping our eyes peeled for other stuff in and around the area, like dough. Oh. Oh, that doesn't look good. That guy looks like he's getting beat up. Knight Errant in distress. Knight Errant!
Given me no choice.
Hold on. Let's deliberately axie this dude who's closest to you. Ow. Let's just take the hits instead of him. I mean, he's a knight. Surely he's doing okay, right? Surely he's pretty tanky.
Lander me blind. I would be gone if not for your aid, comrade. By my troth, it is the Witcher who saved us from woe.
Okay, do we chat?
Welcome.
Apparently we don't chat. Now maybe after you sit down we chat.
It is the Witcher who saved us from woe. Welcome.
Nope. Nope, he's just a random NPC, apparently. We saved him. It's a random NPC. Oh, hold on. I mean, I suppose he did thank us and whatnot, but oftentimes... Oh, shouldn't have picked those up. Oftentimes, when we are saving people like that, there's a little more to it.
Kessa summoned and you came.
Oh. Behrman's Blade. That is the special chest. Pretty sizable amount of coins as well. This time I will deliberately not pick up the bolts.
It is right.
There's still... yeah, some guys that we not yet looted. Orders on dirtied parchment. What do we have here? Lads, some knight errants wandering our turf. Bad enough Quail sent his Nilfgaardian boyfriends after us. Now we've got this idiot to deal with. Don't get too elaborate about it. No impaling or eye gouging or whatnot. Cut off his head and get out. Greybill Pellegrin. Wonder that means we're getting close to Pellegrin's territory. So we heard a bit about... I forget what the name of the other guy was that we had the full-blown bandit encampments encounter with up north. But there were, over at the Arthak Palace ruins, there were a few bandit camps in that area. So I wouldn't necessarily rule out that, like, that could be the main one, and then that's, you know, one other sort of side bandit camp. Complementary camp. Oh, this is part of the big quest where we save a bunch of knights, or help in 15 different places. Okay, gotcha. So would we have failed if we had not rescued him? Did we just fail that mission altogether if he dies? We might. I think we're just looking to go further in this direction, right? Basically just continuing along the coastline. Except, well, I mean, we did get turned backward from that, but... Can we spy with our little eye what this stuff might be? I thought I heard something up there, but... Might just miss part of our pay if we don't succeed at one of them. There's something up here? You're like, yeah, I hear a dragonid. What level are you? 40? That's not too bad. Hello? Care to head back over here? Mr. Wyvern? This is for your hometown up here? This is where you want to be fighting us? Here we go. None of that. Oh, he did just about bite our head off. It's okay, we chopped your head off. Okie-doke. There's probably not much else further south. My guess is we're approaching end of the world here. Probably. Right around that, yeah.
Could use Yennefer in one of her portals.
Now those are words I never thought I'd hear Geralt say. Is that a goat? It is a goat. Numerous goats. Okay, now it should be pretty close here. It's just below this area. Whatever this place is, it has a name. Don't yet know what the deal is with this, though. Place of power, maybe? Yeah, okay.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Nice. Very good. Okay, so with that, I think we know exactly what we want to do. That will be our next upgrade of refreshment, so we'll be twice as good now, giving us 10% vitality whenever we trigger a potion. Which again, because we will trigger a potion every time we deal bleed or stun or poison or things like that. I think that should be fairly reliable. I mean, not like happening all the time, but fairly reliable. And then now it's a much more significant chunk. This place did have a name, which made me think that, you know, there might be a little bit more to it. There's some stairs. There's a shipwrecked little dinghy. But is there anything else? Also, can we hop up here? Yes. Somewhat surprisingly. Can we loot this? No. Here's something over there. It's a panther. Okay, I mean, that's not that interesting, but sure. Oh. It's a little slow in the urn. There we go. There's actually a path over here. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's interesting, seeing as how we got to a point of no return, like, down here. I mean, we have seen sometimes previously, even when there is a path that looks like it goes quite a bit further, the end of the world will sometimes still be, you know, well before that path actually ends. So we can try heading down there. It is in the opposite direction of our nearest question mark, but I'm at least intrigued to see. I don't think we're going to be able to go that far in this direction, even if it looks like it's a thing. I think it's a false alarm. It does look beautiful. But I don't expect us to be able to go much further. Nor do I really expect there to be much over here, but mostly just aim to confirm this theory. Yeah. Okay. And now look at this. Now that's a good view as well. Okay, so now we'll head over to the next question mark. Let's mark it. It's here. Yeah, can you just imagine casually strolling through the woods and happening across a dragon or draconid of some variety? That'd be pretty crazy. That would be pretty crazy. Hey, Ma! I don't think Jimmy's coming back today. He went too far into the woods. We heard a scream, a roar. I ran. I didn't look back, but I didn't see him when we got back. Oh, the draconid must have gotten him. Let's see, the marker's actually over here. Okay, back to the foothills, sure. Okay, this looks like a bandit camp based on how they're... That's not what I meant to do. Based on how there's some red marks over here. Guarded treasure. Guarded by bandits, that is. That guy just trying to force push us. Rude. Oh. I wanted to do that, and then deliberately do this to see if it would pass over to you. It did. It did. Okay. And we one-shot you, which was cool. Are you? You're stunned as well. Oh, look at that. That was pretty significant range. Wow. Got this guy all the way over here. And then we eviscerated him. But that was an interesting test of the range. With that ability to pass over the effects of the Axii from one enemy to another whenever we defeat someone. So that was an encouraging sign, I think. Let's see, what are you actually guarding, though? There's that dead Nilfgaardian. Numerous dead Nilfgaardians, actually. Arnold F. Blum's journal. Journal is covered in dried blood. Only some of the latest entries are legible. Don't believe in coincidences. Believing in coincidences is a privilege the officer commanding the Imperial Embassy's defense brigade cannot afford. Caravan transporting wine purchased from the Imperial Court was attacked and robbed within the borders of the duchy. The barrels of wine themselves are extremely valuable, yet traveling with the caravan was the undersecretary responsible for the embassy's unused operation wherewithal. In other words, florins allotted to spread goodwill will not return to the Empire's coffers, for they are now in the hands of bandits. How could I have allowed such an important transport to have gone out without appropriate security measures? This will not go over well in the capital. To top it all, those impertinent provincials from the Ducal Guard had the audacity to impute one of the embassy's employees must have informed the bandits of the caravan's itinerary and route. That sounds familiar. We may have heard about this. I'd sooner suspect it's someone from the Guard. Though perhaps not. Those idiots have trouble finding their own arses, even with the help of a detailed map. The solution is clear. I shall personally see to escorting the caravan safely beyond Toussaint's borders. Rest illegible. Well, it didn't turn out too well for you, I'm afraid. This is the big chest. Got a decent amount of crowns. And florins and what have you. Okay, so I think that may be everything here. And now we've gotten all the question marks around the lake here. So I think that means we've cleared out just about everything in this southernmost section. Really, you could extend that statement to all this, regardless of how far east or west you go, except, once you start getting over to this separate landmass. I don't really know how far you can go here before you reach the end of the world, but we did see something that looks pretty interesting there. Then, where does that leave us? What would we like to do next in that case? We've got... There is another winter contract. If we were to just make this active real quick. It's further to the east. It's back over in this direction. That is something we could potentially do. Yeah, I encountered some deer. I definitely have encountered deer myself. Never boars. Don't really have boars where I live. Neither have I... Well, I think I've probably heard of people encountering bears, but I myself have never encountered bears, fortunately. Foxes, absolutely. Coyotes. Coyotes we get sometimes. But, no, can't say I've ever had a draconid. Also, never seen them in person, because they're always out at night, but, actually, I think even, were they mentioning it a little while back in The Witcher? They might have been, but, martens. Or, fisher cats. I forget if those are one and the same, but they're, if not, then they're very closely related. But, fisher cats are kind of nasty. Fishers, technically, but... Okay, so, what I'm doing here is I'm deliberately going to the end of the world, for reasons you will soon see. Could even hop on Roach, although I think we're close. Yeah, come on. End of the world. Coming now. Coming now. Right as we run out of stamina.
Damn.
There it is. Okay.
I'm forgetting about something.
No, this is the plan. Because then we get the free fast travel, which we then use to get here. See? Now we're thinking. Okay. So, that means I think this is a good opportunity to go do this quest. So, you know, we were making a point of doing the venture contracts. Why not wrap up what I think is the last one, or at least all the ones that we currently have available to us. There might be others in more remote locations. Ooh, okay, sure, we'll go down that way while we're at it. I think this is the entrance, though. Okay, so...
Drink! Give me a drink!
Kill the monsters which have infested the grotto. Again, I don't really think we're going to get much in the way of reminder of what type of monsters to expect here. But we'll hop in. Usually it's fairly short. Considerable amount of water here, it seems. Potentially. Oh. Oh! Is that a gargoyle? It's like it is in fact a gargoyle. I don't really want you to notice us up here, because I don't really want to fight you in this tiny little hallway. That would be rather inconvenient. Gargoyles can be rather tough. Oh, actually, I mean, we might be able to dive down through that. Might be able to, but it might also just be easier to pop this. So how big of a drop-off is that? Might be a kind of big drop-off. Is that gargoyle coming through the water to get to us? Is that happening? Is that gargoyle swimming? Oh. They have maniacal laughter. I did not know this. I did not know this. How big is this drop-off? Is this going to kill us? Only one way to find out. It's not. Okay. Remind me the deal with gargoyles, because they are kind of tricky. Are they relics? What is this? Huh? Looks like some kind of Leshen-esque creature, but I don't remember it. Not seeing gargoyles here. Are they, they might be Elementa? Bet they're Elementa then? Yeah, okay. So it's Dimeridium, Elementa Oil, and then Quen. They, kind of similarly to the Fletters, they will sort of pop up into the air and then slam down right next to you, right? So some somewhat slow attacks, but they hit really hard. And then they have this like weird toxic breath move. We are also 1 weight unit away from becoming encumbered. So fortunately, I don't imagine there will be much for us to loot here. And if there is, then we'll just throw on or we'll sell stuff afterward. We should be able to sell to the guy right outside after this. Okay, so we want Elementa oil somewhere. I think that's a blue one. Yeah. And now we should probably at least put on a 15% repair on our sword. We don't have as many of those. Oh, we started to get a few more. Notice our chest plate was a little bit beat up. Yeah. Put a 40% on that. It's a little bit of an over repair, but I think we have a decent amount of those. That's actually what we have the least of for armor. Strange, that's what we had the most of for weapons. Maybe for that reason we try to get by with just a 15. What percentage was it on? Said what? Get it up to 80. I think is enough to remove the damage or the armor penalty. But if we get hit much, then it'll return. Okay. Did we put on the elemental oil? I might have forgotten. No, we did, right? But other question would be the dimeridium. Put on the dimeridium stuffs. There. And then, other than that, kind of out of other potions because I accidentally started eating some. Or using some and eating food, and that's probably why we suddenly have dumplings equipped. Because, well, that happened when I was trying to switch around some things for our previous fight against, what was it, was the Bruxay? Maybe. This was another one that we liked for longer fights. I mean, this might not be that long of a fight, but the damage over the course of the fight. Oh, we are too toxic right now. Oh, we still have our other potion active. Okay. Move this when we're in it. That will possibly encumber us? No, it won't. Okay. Well, here we go. What's up, bro? Bring it on. Now you're confrontational. Oh, okay. I don't really know what you just did, but apparently it was going to hurt us. I know you have a weird spit ability. That's it, probably. No, it was not. That's the weird spit ability. Does deal a lot of damage to us. Fortunately, we were able to leech back some life, because that was what our active potion did. But you can see there, that was hurting us a bit. For a few seconds. But we leech back some of it. That's going to encumber us. Yeah. Do we deal with it as we're fighting this last gargoyle? Maybe we can deal with it. Hello? Hello? Yeah, they got the maniacal laughter for sure. There you are. You did not really care that I just axed you. What you're gonna do? Oh, you're gonna throw a rock at me is what you're gonna do. That's like just the splittest of seconds. Ow. Rude. Oh, you wanna dance? That's cute. Alright. That is the last of them. And this was kind of a strange shape, this area. Not sure. Yeah, there's at least some more valuable metals down here, it looks like. In this case, copper. Ooh, what do we have here? It's just the way back up. That might just be the... I think that's just the best way back. So let's, before we go back up there, verify that we've gotten most of the goodies down here. Because I'm not yet sure that we have. Definitely at least some valuable metals over there. You can see the glow. Also all the water. Yeah, there's got to be some stuff in the water. Okay. Let's nab this chest. You know, who put that stuff in that chest? The world may never know. Great question, but, ooh. Looks like the gold, though. Might be silver. And it is. Is there anything else around here? Besides Counting Crow references? Ew, gross, I know. I think that's it. So now we'll head up through the ladder. We'll sell our stuff to the merchant, and hopefully in doing so, we'll be able to unencumber ourselves, although, you know, there's also a fast travel spot that's, like, right next door, so we can just head back to the city and sell things there if necessary. Oh, right. The water. Yeah, that's just a random puddle, apparently. Excuse us. This is our dude. Scribe, I guess. No, not the scribe. This is our dude. Wine merchant.
Is it done?
It is, in fact.
All clear now? Did you manage it?
Yeah, all taken care of.
Ha! And 4 core witches lay about some freeloaders? Bollocks! Storehouse
Say that
will
again.
be ready in 2 days at most. And here on in, you've cut rate prices on all my goods.
Nice. Apparently, we can tell that you are not a native of Tucson. It doesn't really sound like you have the. I mean, a lot of the sort of like words and language is more French-ish. The names, the accents haven't necessarily seemed all that French. I don't think, or at least not all the time. I don't necessarily know where they're typically from, but it doesn't seem like a stereotypical French accent at the very least that we tend to be hearing. Maybe
Not
to
from
a
around
certain
here, are
extent.
you?
Nay, from Bovis we are. Wandered south for the climber for the First War. Chills up north were giving me wifey lumbago.
Okay.
What you got?
Let's see
on
what you
offer?
have.
Wouldn't mind a glance.
And the real question is, what can we sell to you? Because we'd like to not be encumbered if we can. Yeah, we actually started picking up some fairly heavy chest plates, I think. What is this? Red Errant's blinders. Essentially just a cooler looking version of the blinders we have on right now. We might use those. Out of curiosity, our gems and whatnot, how much do you pay for those? Are you given a decent rate? It doesn't look like you are. Seems like you're just generally speaking a bad person to do business with. All around. So no thank you.
So long.
Okay. So, let's hop on Roach. Just to make it over to the fast travel spot, and then maybe we'll head back into town real quick. Sell off some of our goods. Make sure we have the fast travel spot marked. Oh, they actually have their own marker, the Vinters. I did not realize that. I mean, is there really anything special about them other than just that they're some other form of merchant? It is more or less the same as a tavern keeper. It's surprisingly difficult to get back up here. You hop this roach? Not exactly. But with a little more patience, if you could go this way. There we are. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so let's head on back and basically just sell some stuff. We do have a new trophy that we could potentially put up at Corvo Bianco, although I don't think that's something that's particularly time sensitive.
The Duchess sent him. I wonder what for.
Let us mark our usual go-to guy. And maybe even hop on Roach here. There we are.
Move it.
Yeah, sure, we can't go full speed ahead.
That Witcher's
To potentially sell our junk down here.
That Witcher's rather handsome.
And then go and sell our armor and whatnot to the actual Grandmaster dude. I mean, this guy might not have any better prices than the dude we were just talking to, but so be it.
Welcome back, my friend. How can I be of service?
Show me what you got. See if something catches my eye.
Oh, he has less money than the other guy as well. So, well, in that case, maybe not the best. Not the best. Well, I guess when we were talking a while back about whether we had any reason to go to other locations, if we really wanted to sell our honeycomb, we could have sold our 131 honeycomb to the lady in White Orchard and gotten some monies out of that, although I don't think she has that much money either, so you can't actually do them in that large of a chunk. But, like, just verify how much you pay for our valuables here. Is this a decent amount? I mean, I didn't check or didn't take note of what the exact number was. This doesn't really look higher than what the other guy was offering. It might still be better than what you get from the weaponsmiths and whatnot.
Time flies.
The blacksmiths and armorers.
Gotta go. See ya.
But the blacksmiths and armorers do have more money, generally speaking. So at least in that sense, it is helpful. Just be able to sell it all in one big chunk. Even if the individual items are not worth quite as much. Will you come down here, Roach? Oh, we were talking about potentially changing Roach's blinders. Which, admittedly, it's probably best to do this when we're right next to Roach and we can just see the before and after. Because they're statistically the same. It's just that from an aesthetic standpoint, we might prefer these new ones. Let's see. Hey, Roach, can you like look up? Because we're trying to look at your blinders, and those are basically impossible to see at the moment. Maybe we just head on over, and once we get there, we'll take a closer look. It's also obviously nighttime, so it's a little harder to tell as well. For that reason.
Reginald Aubrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets now.
Our little Ellie has a clever
Go.
Can you go up the stairs? You sort of can. Okay. So let's see. I mean, you like really can't even see that. Do the blinders even have an aesthetic appearance at all? Like, I'm not really seeing anything there. At least I don't think. No, I guess those are the blinders we're seeing up front. Not quests. Inventory. Over here for Roach. Does this look any better? Yeah, they're both silver. I was thinking color scheme wise, this might be better because it's silver, but more than anything, it just makes Roach look like a unicorn. So we're definitely using it. I did not need to know that, but thank you.
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
Okay, so
What do you have on offer?
mostly just looking to dump more of these bazillion swords on you, and warhammers as well. This guy has 16,000 coins. That's the primary reason why we keep on going back to him, is just because we can sell in huge chunks, so convenience-wise, he really is best. And usually the dedicated armor smiths will buy armor and weapons for more. This actually, not sure if we've seen that. Oh, well, looks like he's selling it, so I was gonna say, like, maybe that's worth keeping just for the sake of having it, but no. He's selling it, so it's fine. Okay, so then dump you. And look, I mean, we're getting close. Being back up to the $100,000 threshold. 100,000 crown threshold. I don't think you buy this for much, but we'll dump it just because it has some weight to it. And like these. Is that the same price the other dudes were buying these for? I think it is. So I mean, if we're really picky, we could just wait until we find someone who pays a decent price for them and then make a point of selling to that person. Don't think they're weighing us down that much. I mean, it's like collectively probably around 1 weight unit. Those gold necklaces, they get pretty heavy, man. They start to add up. Gold mug actually is quite heavy. That might be worth breaking down or something just to free ourselves of a little bit of weight. Oh, it's expensive to break down, though. For whatever reason. Oh, no, I suppose it's less than the gold plate, even though they give the same exact materials. It was the rings. Rings which give gold nuggets, which I think is better. And they cost less? I think gold nugget is better. Yeah, we'll break you down. I mean, doesn't really help us much in the weight department, but we can also break down some of the copper stuff. I mean, that's comparatively much cheaper. That gave us a normal casket as well. Yeah, sure, okay. Oh, wait, is that... Yeah, why are you... Huh? Why, for this item in particular, is it giving us that warning? Oh, it always says that. Okay, never mind. I was like, what? Is there some particular significance to this very casket? So it's like, lids, don't do that. Don't do that. This one we get silver plates out of, which is actually pretty good crafting material to have. And then the Beauclair Silver Fruit Bowl, despite appearing to have fruit in it, does not actually have fruit in it. It's just the pumpernickel and unrefined copper, so it's not actually silver either. The fruit was a lie, and so was the silver. But sure, we'll break it down. Okay, and you know, that's fine. We'll just break down a little bit here and there, and if / when we find someone who actually pays a decent price for the valuables, we'll try to sell them off to that person. Hopefully they have enough money to buy a lot of them, but they may not, but so be it. We'll try to make do. Spitting in our face because we're the champion. How dare you? So, what is next? In terms of side quests, the tournament is still the lowest level thing, which makes me feel like maybe it's worth... There was another Gwent person, I think everyone out here in the city was... that's where all the Gwent cards are that we have yet to win. Oh, one in the turning grounds, okay. But like, maybe we just play this person at Gwent? Maybe go for that. Mix things up a little bit. The portrait quest. Okay, yeah, we got that one a while ago. Why don't we'll play this person at Gwent, and then we'll do the portrait quest. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, it's not this person. They are up this way. Come on, Roach. You can take the stairs. I know you can.
I wonder what the old lady's fixing for supper.
Okay, so it's... I mean, this spot, actually, surprisingly, we haven't been to very often. This is what, at the northern end of the city? Yeah? So we so often are just right in the middle here with selling to all these guys. Even the further south in the cemetery and whatnot. We've spent, I think, still just about no time in the palace. Just that one time when we zoomed through for that main quest when we were chasing along with the Duchess. This person is...
All is in order.
Is it though?